So Sakhi, inviting you now over here to launch the website. Yeah. Please get all the sponsors. And remember, the organization which will support is thevital.org. So please write over there.
You are the first.
Let's give a big round of applause to our sponsors for the event. Centelequip being a platinum sponsor. We have Backoff. We have Backoff. We have Redix. We have Salto. And if I'm missing out.
Centelequip, MSD Control.
MSD Controls. So big round of applause to our sponsors
Radix.
for being Radix,
Yes.
for being part of this event. Yes.
Please come.
Walk ahead, okay? Together.
We launch it from here.
Before we launch our Vital website, I would like to say a few things. Vital is again the validated infrastructure for technologically advanced life spaces. It is a state-of-the-art IoT and smart building certification program. We are proud to launch it as India's first digital building and smart building certification program. There has been nothing like this in India before this. The coverage that we are giving is huge. There is nothing like that in the world like this. I would also like to thank each one of you who sponsored this program, Back ENC. You are the first people to promote digital buildings, smart buildings, and Digital India. Thank you very much.
Let's change over to the website. Let's just move a little on the side. Yes, so this is how the website is going to look. This is how the home page is. So we've created little bit creativity we've used over here. Not done it asset wise. We've tried to bring some cultural elements into the website and some sustainability elements as well, some renewable energy elements. So this is the 4-step certification process which we saw. Why Vital? You can read more. We've done the mission, vision, purpose over here, which I nicely explained. And then let's go to the menu also on the right hand side. So how it will look like, why Vital? Vital for homes, Vital for industries 4.0, for corporate and shared offices, then about us. And that is how we will keep on progressing day by day. So this was the initial launch which we made it. Again, it is a pilot website. We are now very soon going to upgrade it to the next level. Thank you so much, everyone.
How's the Josh?
Yeah. Thank you so much. So thank you all. I hope it was a great discovery to the Vital program, what we're going to launch, what we are going to bring about. So each one of you is going to be talking about this in the same language very soon. Thank you.
So, Rakesh, when I went around in the market,
because that light is coming in the face.
So talked about this program, there were huge applause from the building industry. Okay, so I think kudos to all of you. At the same time, there were 3 vital questions. Okay. And because I am representing the other side now, which is the building owners, even though I am consultant for something else. The first question came is from a very reputed building owner in Pune. And what he said is the biggest challenge for the building operators as well as the developer is how they can protect their data. Okay? They said our only differentiator for us is not the cost, but what value add we can give to our end user, which is the occupier. So that's first. And and why this question came, I will tell you the story behind it. He said कि हमने ऐसा ही किया था और जो एपी था वो एपी ने सब डेटा ले लिया, हमको कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन दे दिया कि ये एपी आप इधर से ये कर सकते हो, ये एक्शन करो, आप इतने पॉइंट मिल जाएंगे, आप आगे चले जाओ. एपी लेफ्ट एंड एपी वेंट ऑन इनटू द मार्केट एंड सेड कि मेरे पास अभी रेटिंग सिस्टम है, मैं एपी था, मेरे को मालूम है कि क्या एक्शन लेना है और आगे चलना है. एंड ही स्टार्टेड सेलिंग दैट डेटा. ओके, सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. The second point they said is there any way as a professional body, which is, he was trying to tell me, is you can go to PMC, BMC and give some concession to occupier in the property taxes, which was a very good point. Okay, and I said, yeah, I think that is. And the third was my friend in Dubai. He said in Dubai similar kind of structure is there, but it has been developed by the government, and government uses blockchain technology to ensure that cloud is owned by government of Dubai, but access is very limited. So that
I will answer all three.
Yeah.
We'll answer all the three questions
So I think if anybody has any question, because this is very, hi Kapil.
So I will provide the three answers very clearly and comprehensively. See, today na developer community is, I don't know what is the data they are so passionate about that they don't want to share. In the European market or in the American market, if you go, there is a public domain में data available कि each building asset across the years कितना energy consumption कर रहा है, कितना water कर रहा है. ये data is for improving the design for the newer asset. So India में ऐसा कोई database ही नहीं बनाया है हमने. तो what we are looking at is the first 50 people to contribute. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम वो data लेंगे और उसका क्या misuse करेंगे. There is no misuse only possible. What we are trying to say is that we are trying to improvise the standard by collecting data together of multiple assets and trying to just say that where the common median lies in the Indian conditions. So this is point number one. It is a very debatable topic. I'm sure there could be hours and hours of debates, but let's park it over here.
Rakesh, can I please add to it?
Please add to it.
When we are talking about data, we are talking about... Okay, so when we are talking about the data that we will collect is the common data that is shareable. We are not asking for any data which is confidential and should not be shared on any of the platform. Now when you look at your own mobile, it is actually sharing data everywhere along with your account numbers. So all we people who are talking about data, we are cautious about what we are asking for. Common data, let's come to consensus like a couple of decades back, everybody opposed, and even now a few people oppose the open protocols. Similarly, some data, common data sharing people will oppose, but that is a good thing for the entire country and industry to grow. So that is energy benchmarking. If we want to do, then we will have to have the data.
The second point which Sadanand made is some relaxation in property tax or some benefit. Now we are the latest baby in the system. Can on day one that happen for us? Perhaps it may not be possible to do it ASAP. for people like IGBC or our own government body, which is MNRE or Graha, it has taken here 15 years to get the first set of relaxations. You know, just hear me out. In 2001, when the rating system formed, the first relaxation from the government starting in 2016, 17, which is the body which took the first step, do you know? And I want to congratulate the Pune Municipal Corporation and the PCMC. They were the first ones to recognize that we should be helping increase some portion of FSI if the people are going green, if assets are going green. Today, most of the bodies, for example, Hyderabad, Telangana, in Punjab, Gujarat, Maharashtra, MMR, non-MMR region, outside MMR region, everybody's got recognition that if you are certifying your asset, some incremental FSI can be added. Then it becomes a game changer, because now the developer who's running behind FSI, he will immediately come for the rating system. But that is not the intent. See, एक मतलब क्या बोलते हैं ना कि आपको क्या बोलते हैं that crutch, वो crutch लेके कब तक चलेंगे? Till when the subsidies should be granted to the poorest of the poor? They will never stand up on their own. What we want to make the developer community aware is that कि don't take the crutch of subsidies or the relaxation. Can we really work towards, intelligently towards putting this entire system together and seeing the benefits? It may be slow, we accept. The immediate ROI may not be available with the developer, but let us spend some time. The entire maturity in the sustainability ratings has happened over the last 23 years. So give us some time, 1, 2, 3 years. What they have done in 23 years, perhaps we'll be able to do it in 3 to 4 years. Yes. So that is the advantage of the digital thing which we are trying to create.
See, in this rating system or this particular standards that you want to create, the EPI part of it did not come out of this when you discussed. Is it very strongly embedded into
Yes,
it? So that is what may interest people at the developer committee at the end, because if they have a good EPI number, they can use it as an USP for how they are doing a gold rating, silver rating, LEED certification is all being used to promote. Because a customer who understands LEED, so, oh, it's a platinum LEED, so it has got certain basic standards it has, certain equipment standards it has, performance standards it has. So in this, the EPI is going to come out very strongly.
Yes, so sustainability reporting mein EPI is going to be the prime target.
Prime target.
Yes.
So that is what will catch the community
We
and
will
the
make
real
it.
estate
So
community.
as I told you that the first glimpse is there today, the details will be available by 15 December for everyone. And that is.
So if just as a request, whatever the presentation that was made in here to give the gist of this program, the vital program, if it can be given to the people who have come in, we can take this forward and say as a screen raiser, curtain raiser, for people to get interested in it, talk to the clients whom we meet and say this is coming, your new building or your existing building. Get it onto this, let us understand, you already have the systems in place.
Yes.
It's only your. Now, I just had a question on this data. Sorry for taking a little more minute. The concern of data is what Mr. Sadanand said is the concern of the community. That my data will be used by the AP or the consultant to do his own propaganda and marketing. This is the fear. That's why they are hesitant to give out data. So what we can do is that, okay, you take certain data, as she said, common data, rest data you leave it in the server at your, at the
Cloud level only.
No, at the
building
server level. Whenever you want it for reporting purpose, you come, collect it and do it.
Yes.
Or we'll send you one patch which will have this screenshot or whatever data. Only
Generally, this is what he
let's not give it out to out. They think
this is-
cloud is breachable.
हाँ, मैं HOH में क्या हुआ था, when we went to evaluate the data, they were kind enough to say कि हम खाली इनबैक को देंगे डेटा, और उन्होंने हमें एक पेन ड्राइव में कॉमन एरिया डेटा दिया कि मेरे पास अवेलेबल है, आप इसमें से जो चाहिए लेकर जाइए अपने इवैल्यूएशन के लिए. This is what, yes, we are working towards it and it will become.
That fear, it has to be removed. Then they'll be free about doing it.
Great, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question in terms of the implementation of the program.
Yeah, sure.
So let's say we identify a project, all the steps has been done, the data has been pushed across to the AP to evaluate. Okay. you will be having your own cloud-based platform where the data from that particular project will be pushed, or it will be like a snapshots, or it will be like some reports from the system which will be taken and it will be fed into the cloud.
Initially, we are looking at CSV format Excel sheets or photographic evidence. मैं पूरा का पूरा, जैसे his concern was कि पूरा का पूरा cloud पे नहीं देगा, तो we are cognizant about this concern. So initially, we've tried to keep it simple.
Okay, so in terms of data, maybe in future, probably the big guys or the IT guys who have reluctant in sending the data, even government customers, okay, now the trend has changed since I work with them very closely. What has happened that initially a lot of people used to talk about my data should be on-prem, okay, forget about in India, it should be on-prem only. Okay, now government has also come up with lot of RFPs where they say that if your cloud is been MITRE approved, so MITRE is an agency which has been done by government, so they are not reluctant in sending the data because it is already, because once it is MITRE approved, the data will be in India itself. So no data center will be hosted across the country.
Sure.
So
that
is,
can be used.
that
can be.
Secondly, what I have seen, it came as a thought to me when it came to an operation and maintenance kind of a requirement where a skill sets or the skill training is very, very important, and you have given a rating to. I would say what maybe the HSE industry did for their benefit, they made sure that they spread their propaganda of having a safety manager in every site, without which the work does not start. Okay, you
Always.
need to have a quality and a safety manager at site, otherwise your work will not start. So we need to also ensure, probably in future, that this is what is a certification program and it has been certified as a BMS operator or maybe whatever it is. That will also give a push in terms of the skills training, because this is also an initiative being done by our current chief minister where he is talking about skills training, he's only talking about the life safety side of it.
Yes.
But when it comes to the operation side of it, this will also push. When we being part of industry, we can train the generations, the people who have completed probably their educations in diploma or IT or something, and they can be in certified part of it.
So we, Balaji and me, belong to another association called Awesome. So I would like to just mention the success story which we have achieved over there. So Awesome is an association where the entire maintenance of operations and maintenance engineers have come together. And they are talking about their common challenges or their common success stories at our platform. So we meet quarterly once. But what the Bangalore Association has done is they've created some 40 YouTube videos of how you can achieve it. And they've made it available in the public domain. So perhaps we have to take some inspiration from there and perhaps do some digital infra or iska operations maintenance ka kuch videos bana ke hame upload kar. There we will require support from people like you who are experts. Like
Sure.
SMEs will be required like over there. And it could be small 10-minute, 8-minute videos, but not more than that.
Yes. Is this vital certification taking care of issues related with sustainable power generation, like solar, renewable energy use,
In the SR I have given
Rain-
points to that, sir.
rainwater or harvesting, and we have a lot of issues about flooding in the every world over. Is there anything which we can influence upon under this certification?
In the sustainability reporting section, a complete renewable integration ka program has been, points have been denoted for that. What we are wanting is that if there is on-site solar power generation or wind power generation, how much is it generating every day? We want to capture that. That is what we are doing at Quantum currently. So automatically, every data of the generation is at least available in the format of numbers, ki how much we are generating. Now what will happen in the future is, this building is not exporting power. We want to actually capture, if it is a over generation building, then is it exporting power back to the grid? So that is one more data which will flow into the system. Then one more area which will give recognition in the program is, are you operating on green power? So for example, a tall building like Quantum, it was 33 story. It has limited roof space, we all know. So it generates some 10 to 20% of common area lighting. That is the solar power generation used for. But today there are options available that I can bring in green power from a different facility, from a neighboring facility, or from some off-site facility. Government is now incentivized that, or Adani or Tata Power or Maharashtra Transmission, jo Maharashtra MSEDCL, it can give you green power directly by paying 66 paisa extra. So all that can also be seen on the dashboard if they have gone for a PPA, a power purchase agreement, or a off-site power or green power. So we are taking.
This is very extremely interesting, and we can spend a whole day talking about Vital. We all can feel the power of it, I think. It is very powerful as well, what we are doing together today. As कल इतना सिर्फ देखा कि एक सर्टिफिकेशन हुआ बिल्डिंग का, 2 बिल्डिंग को सर्टिफिकेशन मिला, आज इसका पावर पता चला मुझे कल से यानी लास्ट 8 महीने से पता है इसका क्या पावर है. सो बेसिकली व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज we are really creating a complete history for the generations to come, and we all are fortunate to be in this room today with Rakesh understanding what it is doing, and we will keep on having this session. So that is the promise from my side as INBAC to all of you, and to more people, please come join INBAC and be part of this discussions and be part of the committees that we have created.
So I hope the journey was really nice today morning, which we've seen. We hope to take everyone along into this system. So my request is, all of you, please participate. Sakhi will make it available. Whatever data we can share, we will share it with you so that you can take it to the market and keep talking about it. Wherever our support is required, the email ID is circulated. So my request is to create that and take it ahead to the next level. So thank you. I think a wonderful audience, a small audience, but a very dedicated audience over here, which is understanding the entire core competency which is required for the building automation systems. So this is what is required. We don't want a lot of people. You will be the first set of people who will take it ahead to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rakesh sir. It was indeed a wonderful session which made us all excited to learn more about Vital, and yes, many questions answered. And further go, it will seek, many more people will be interested in seeking the information about Vital, and we already have our flag bearers for the Vital.